Then was that a boom? I didn't get the
podcast. We got to talk about Grandpa Joe, Joe Schmo, Biden winning the South Carolina primary. The longer I'm involved in politics, the more respect I have for a guy like Joe Biden, man. Because he's been involved in politics his whole life. You know what I'm saying? Joe Biden wins Carolina. Carolina primary. Let's go. Come on. There we go.
It is official, and it probably has been for a couple minutes, but the checkmark means our decision desk has called the South Carolina Democratic primary for the incumbent president, Joe Biden. NBC News is projecting that he will win the South Carolina Democratic primary. You probably don't need me to tell you that with numbers like this, but again, about 6% in statewide. You just see we will continue to get counties like this on the board, and I think at this point it's just a question of margin. It's a question of what you can read into turnout, if you can read anything at all. The numbers tell the story, Eamon. It is official.
Wait, hold on.
It probably has been for a couple minutes, but
Hold on, not in my house. Check out this comment. It says he was the only option on the ballot. Hardly call that a choice. Are you serious, bruh? Okay, well, Miok says he wasn't. Actually, there was two others. With no debates in Democrats' race, it's not a choice. Since Trump didn't debate, then it's not really a choice either. I live in South Carolina and didn't even know there was a primary. I've seen zero campaigning from this side. What the heck? Why are they pretending that they're running a primary? There wasn't even a debate. Incumbents never debate. I don't even know about this stuff. There doesn't need to. I'm pretty sure the candidates have to schedule them, and neither three of them have. Oh, you know what? All right. This is something that I was gonna have to do if I made it past the more rounds in the election. If anybody don't know, I ran for city councilman of North Hollywood. That was pretty dope. Um, yeah. So basically, if you win, you yourself have to schedule a debate with the other person, and then they can either accept it or decline it, I believe. Sorry, y'all. These headphones and the dreads and the freaking beanie. It's all that stuff, man. But yeah, so it's interesting, bruh. That's very interesting. Let's see what else we got to say about this.
So Joe Biden won the South Carolina primary, and I'm not sure that we ever really thought it was a doubt that he was, that he wasn't going to win. So let's check the stats and talk. Now, the interesting thing is that the DNC Democratic Party actually, and President Biden, pushed for South Carolina to go first. As you know, prior to this, South Carolina was fourth in the nation primary for the Democrats, but because in the last election, baby, the black people in South Carolina, baby, pow, 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 brought Joe back when he was down because the people had voted for Buttigieg and Bernie. He said, all right, Iowa and New Hampshire is not really reflective. Is not really reflective of the Democratic coalition, and that black voters who have been the base and who have been the primary down for the cause supporters of the Democratic Party, we need to switch this thing on up. So South Carolina went first.
Kind of doing too much yapping.
Joe Biden just won the South Carolina Democratic primary, defeating Dean Phillips and Marianne Williamson. The race was just called on CNN MSNBC, and Fox News, which means it is official. Joe Biden is the presumptive nominee. And not only did he win tonight by outstanding margins, but he actually performed better in a lot of counties than he did back in 2020. For instance, in Pickens County, one of the counties where Biden performed the worst in 2020, receiving only 33% of the vote, tonight he received 95%. That is a 62% increase, proving that Joe Biden is actually much more popular than the media likes to give him credit for. I'm excited. I'm fired up.
All right. Going against Marianne Williamson, which I like her. She's cool. And Dean Phillips. I'm not sure who Dean Phillips is. I'll have to look into him. But with that being said, we're gonna keep it.